lesson, we are going to start with today lesson. We are going to start with graphical presentation of the life cycle hypothesis, implications of the life cycle hypothesis with graphical presentation. You can see without any problem. You can see. So in this diagram, concentrate first concentrate on the axis. Here the income is on the vertical axis. Very important. In all lectures, I told you that you must keep in your mind the axis. On axis, which variables you are taking. On axis, which variable you are taking. Here on the vertical axis, we are taking income. We are taking income in terms of dollars. And on the horizontal axis, we are taking life. You can see that life starts here. Life starts here. Till now here, the consumer is retired. After retirement life starts. Here life is ended. फिर उसके बाद उसकी इनकम स्टार्ट होती बेटा स्मूथ इनकम लेवल over the retirement his income level, for example annual income level is, for example I'm saying 1 lakh each year till the retirement, each year over the year. Here is year beta, for example when start working, first year is 20 year, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, continue till and here you here the consumer is 65, now he is retired. So in 21 he received 1 lakh, 22 received 1 lakh, 3 1 lakh, 4 1 lakh. Even in the last year he received 1 lakh here, 1 lakh. You can see here. This line is the combination of points showing income level over the retirement time period. So he collected, for example, from first year to next year, last year, retirement year, he received 45,000, 45 lakh, 45 lakh. From 45 lakh, he consumed, in 1 lakh, he consumed, let's 70,000 in each year, 70,000 each year, 70,000 each year, he consumed. This line showing consumption till the retirement, till the end of life, till the end of life. So he is consuming 70,000. 30,000 are saving each year. Here, this amount is saving. 1 lakh minus 70,000, remaining 30,000, that is savings each year. Now 30,000 multiply 45 years, working years, you multiply, remaining amount is you can see 30,000 multiply 45, that is 1 lakh 20 and 1 lakh 35,000. So 1 lakh 35,000. Just you can calculate. So this savings, and you can see here, this is the wealth over the time. Wealth, because some give, some inherits from forefathers. ये बेटा उसकी वेल्थ है जो उसको वर्षा में मिली हुई है. दोबारा से बताता चलूं, ये ग्रीन जो मोटी सी लाइन है दैट इज इनकम. उसके बाद दिस ऑरेंज कलर लाइन कंजम्पशन, ग्रीन माइनस ऑरेंज रिमेनिंग, ग्रीन एरिया, लाइट ग्रीन एरिया इज सेविंग। अब जितनी उसने सेविंग की है रिमेनिंग years, after 65 years he died, 75 year roundabout. So remaining 10 years he also consumed 70,000 in each year. 70,000 also each year because consumers has to smooth consumption. अब 65 ईयर से लेकर 75 ईयर तक उसकी कंजम्पशन बेटा 70,000 ही रहेगी, वो कभी भी कंजम्पशन कम नहीं करेगा। 65 तक भी उसने कंजम्पशन कितनी की है 70,000। देन रिमेनिंग 10 ईयर भी वो सेविंग कितनी कंजम्पशन कितनी करेगा 70,000, कंजम्पशन कम नहीं होगी। अब ये कंजम्पशन वो कहाँ से फुलफिल करेगा, 70,000 मल्टीप्लाई 10 ईयर, 10 ईयर उसने 70,000 उसने कंज्यूम करना है, दैट इज 7 लाख। दिस अमाउंट विल बी अरेंज फ्रॉम दिस सेविंग, जो उसने सेविंग की है, दिस अमाउंट विल बी अरेंज, will be fulfilled, will be adjusted from savings। वो सेविंग सारी सेविंग को भी सेव करेगा और वेल्थ को कंज्यूम करेगा यहाँ पे टिल द एंड ऑफ लाइफ। 7 लाख जो उसने 10 ईयर में कंज्यूम करना है, जबकि उसने सेविंग कितनी की है 1,35,000। मे भी ज़्यादा आप कैलकुलेशन करें, 30,000 उसने एक ईयर सेव किया है, तो 30,000 मल्टीप्लाई 30,000 multiply 45, this is better 13 lakh, sorry for that miscalculation, sorry for that 13,000 13 lakh, sorry 13 lakh 50,000। उसकी सेविंग बेटा कितनी है 13 लाख 50,000 उसकी सेविंग्स है, 13,000 13 लाख सॉरी 13 लाख 50,000 उसकी सेविंग है। वो सारी की सारी सेविंग उसने यहाँ पे की है, वो यहाँ पे सेव करेगा बेटा। अगर अमाउंट फुलफिल ना हुई तो वेल्थ को भी यूज करेगा ताकि वो अपनी कंजम्पशन लेवल को मेंटेन करे। उसकी कंजम्पशन लेवल क्या है 70,000, जो उसने हर सूरत में इसको मेंटेन करना है। दैट इज द की पॉइंट ऑफ आवर लेक्चर। कंज्यूमर्स in life cycle hypothesis, again consumers in life cycle hypothesis smooth his consumption, that is 70,000, and save each year 30,000, can be less, maybe saves 20,000. All savings will be saved, will be saved mean consumed in after retirement period till the end of life. If these savings are less than the smooth consumption, so smooth consumption will be maintained with wealth and savings. Smooth consumption कितनी है बेटा 70,000। ये 70,000 स्मूथ कंजम्पशन कहाँ से फुलफिल की जाएगी, सेविंग से और वेल्थ से। इन दिस वे consumers will consume smoothly, will achieve smooth consumption level over the life, over the life from the first year, from the first year of the working till the end of life. That is the graphical presentation of life cycle hypothesis. Now we are going to the next. The next, in the next one, the permanent income hypothesis consumption model. That is Milton Friedman. Milton Friedman consumption model. The same, all models are consumption, about consumption. In all models, one thing is common. consumption depends upon income, but explanations are different. ये बेटा सभी मॉडल्स में कॉमन बात है, कंजम्पशन किस पर डिपेंड करती है, इनकम पर डिपेंड करती है। चाहे आप मोडी कल्याणी मॉडल ले लें, चाहे आप एवरेज फिशर कंजम्पशन मॉडल ले लें, चाहे आप केन्स फंक्शन ले लें, in all models consumption depends upon income. Okay, similarly permanent income hypothesis also the first property of the permanent income hypothesis, consumption depends upon income, but further explanation is different. अब further explanation यहाँ पे क्या है, मिल्टन फ्रीडमैन presented this theory, this consumption model 1957. One thing very important. Then according to Milton Friedman, income equal to YP and YT, small p, small t. According to Milton Friedman, income equal to YP and YT. Income equal to permanent income and transitory income. परमानेंट इनकम कौन सी है बेटा, परमानेंट इनकम वो है जिसमें एवरेज इनकम सेम रहती है, एवरेज इनकम जिसमें सेम रहती है। परमानेंट इनकम किसी एम्प्लॉय की क्या हो सकती है, जिसको श्योर होता है कि मुझे ईच मंथ इतने पैसे मिलेंगे, इतनी मेरी सैलरी है, दैट इज परमानेंट इनकम। समटाइम he gets some benefits, extra benefits, but over the years his average income is same, his average income persist means remains strictly same, not change. So permanent income is the level of income which average level persists into the future, in which average income persists into the future, in which consumers expect that permanent income will, in permanent income, average income will be persisted in the future. Average income will be persisted in the future. That is permanent income. Transitory income. Transitory income, that is temporary deviation from average income. Transitory income is little different. Sometimes he gets some benefits instead of working. He receives some gifts from friends, from families, and some wealth from forefathers, inheritance. Sometimes that is the transitory income. Over the time, it deviates from average income. It deviates from average income, that is transitory income. So current income, according to Milton Friedman, equal to permanent income plus transitory income. When we add both permanent income plus transitory income, that is current income. Permanent income, which average income is persisted into the future. Transitory income, which deviates from the average income. Okay, so that is little different, transitory and permanent income. The next one is here, very important statement of the permanent income hypothesis consumption model. Consumers use savings and borrowing to smooth consumption in response to transitory changes in income. Definitely transitory income change. Transitory income change. But permanent income remains same, not change. So consumers क्या करते हैं? Over the time अपनी consumption smooth रखते हैं. Like life cycle hypothesis, consumers achieve smooth consumption level. Consumers achieve smooth consumption level in also this model as in life cycle hypothesis. Consumers achieve smooth consumption pattern in both models in response to drastic changes in income. In response to drastic changes in income. For example, first year, over the time, in 1 year, transfer income is lower. Transfer income is lower. Definitely, consumers have to smooth his consumption pattern. अब कंज्यूमर को स्मूथ कंजम्पशन लेवल अचीव करना है, लेकिन ट्रांसफर इनकम कम है। ट्रांसफर इनकम अगर किसी ईयर में कम है तो वो ट्रांसफर इनकम कम होने की वजह से अपनी स्मूथ कंजम्पशन को कम नहीं करेगा। स्मूथ कंजम्पशन लेवल अचीव करने के लिए वो क्या करेगा? बोरो करेगा। क्या करेगा? वो बोरो करेगा। क्यों? टू अचीव स्मूथ कंजम्पशन लेवल। और फ्यूचर में वो क्या करेगा? उस पे उसकी पेमेंट कर देगा। ओके, आफ्टर दिस ईयर his transfer income is higher than average transfer income. Next year उसकी transfer income बहुत बढ़ जाती है। Now he will save out of transfer income, out of smooth consumption. स्मूथ कंजम्पशन करने के बाद सेम बेटा बात करता हूँ दोबारा से 70,000 उसका स्मूथ कंजम्पशन पैटर्न है। 60,000 परमानेंट इनकम, कीप इन योर माइंड। 60,000 उसकी क्या है? परमानेंट इनकम है। 70,000 स्मूथ कंजम्पशन पैटर्न। ट्रांसफर इनकम लेट्स अज्यूम फर्स्ट ईयर उसकी है 5,000, उस साल उसकी ट्रांसफर इनकम 5,000 होती है। अब उसकी टोटल इनकम क्या होगी? 5,000 प्लस 60,000। अब 65,000 से वो स्मूथ कंजम्पशन पैटर्न अचीव नहीं कर पाएगा। 5,000 वो क्या करेगा? बोरो करेगा। नाउ टू अचीव स्मूथ कंजम्पशन पैटर्न he will borrow 5,000 from bank, which will be paid in future. For example, after next year, his transfer income is 20,000. अब टोटल इनकम कितनी होगी? 60,000 प्लस 20,000, 80,000. Smooth consumption pattern is 70,000. Now remaining payment is 10,000. Now he will save 10,000 in the bank. Okay, so consumers use savings. Use savings. So 10,000 savings will be used in future to smooth consumption pattern. Consumers use savings. जो भी उसने 10,000 सेव किया है, कल अगर उसकी सेविंग कम हो जाती है, कल उसका टोटल इनकम उसकी कम हो जाती है, तो वो सेविंग यूज कर सकेगा किस मकसद के लिए? टू अचीव स्मूथ कंजम्पशन पैटर्न. So again, consumers use savings and borrowing to smooth consumption in response to drastic changes in income. Consumers use savings like 10,000 I discussed and borrowing like 5,000 which I discussed earlier to smooth consumption in response to drastic changes in income. Drastic income change होती रहेगी। Drastic income change होने की वजह से वो सेविंग भी करेगा, बोरिंग भी करेगा। सेविंग और बोरिंग का पर्पस क्या होगा? टू अचीव स्मूथ कंजम्पशन पैटर्न. Now we are going to the equation of permanent income hypothesis. That is very key point. Permanent consumption function. Consumption is a function of permanent income, not current income, because consumer rely on permanent income, but income consumption depends upon permanent income. Where alpha, this is alpha. Alpha is the fraction of permanent income that people consume each year. How much of share of permanent income consumers consume? Like 60,000 permanent income. How much consumed? he consumes all share of all part of permanent income, then alpha will be 1 because he consumes all. If he consumes 90% share of permanent income, then alpha will be 0.9. Alpha will be 0.9. 0.9 means fraction, 90%. So alpha is the fraction of permanent income that people consume each year. That people consume each year. Now it's okay? I'm sure you have done. So consumption depends upon permanent income according to permanent income hypothesis consumption function. We are going to the next. That is the key point. That is the solution of economic puzzle. Economic puzzle lastly we discussed. Give it a permanent income hypothesis also solve the consumption puzzle. Consumption puzzle means the permanent income hypothesis implies that average propensity to consume. First is the smooth consumption. Second is the average propensity to smooth consumption. Average, how to calculate? Consumption divided by income. That is not permanent income, that is current income. Consumption divided by total income. Now, we implement in the permanent income hypothesis. Permanent in the consumption equal to in permanent income hypothesis alpha YP. That is consumption in permanent income hypothesis. Consumption divided by total income, that is average propensity to consume. That is average propensity to consume. Again, I'm showing. Previous slide में क्या था बेटा? Consumption equal to alpha into YP. Consumption depends upon permanent income. Average propensity to consume क्या होगा? Consumption divided by income. So here, one thing we conclude that in every propensity to consume, we learn that is very important. In case of high income households, for high income households, transitory income is higher. Transitory income is higher. And for low income households, transitory income is lower. So that is the key point. If high incomes households, that is mostly, यही बेटा mostly होता है कि जो rich households होती है उनकी transitory income ज़्यादा होती है, permanent income on average normal होती है. So if high income households have higher transitory income than that of low income households, then APC is lowered in high income households. That is economic puzzle. That is the solution of economic puzzle. Then average propensity to consumption is lower for high income households because, see this one, Y equal to permanent income plus transitory income. Transitory income is higher in rich households than in poor households. Then current income is higher in high income households than low income households. Okay. Definitely, when high income households have higher current income, then average propensity to consume is lower in high income households than low income households. That is okay. Current income is higher. Current income is higher among high income households than that of low income households. Current income high income households की ज़्यादा होती है as compared to low income households. जब high income households में current income ज़्यादा होगी, then average propensity to consume क्या होगा? Lower होगा as compared to low income households. That is the economic puzzle, solution of economic puzzle. Okay, now the next point that is very important. Over the long run, income variations, current income variation is mainly due to variation in permanent income. Income variation, current income में जो variation है, is mainly due to variation in permanent income. Permanent income भी change हो जाती है, लेकिन on average permanent income same रहती है. So income variation, major variation in income, major variation in income is due to variation in permanent income, not variation in temporary income. It implies that average propensity to consume remains stable. क्यों? परमानेंट इनकम में जो वेरिएशन है, इनकम में वेरिएशन जो है परमानेंट इनकम की वजह से होगी. जब परमानेंट इनकम चेंज होगी तो अपर पार्ट भी चेंज होगा बेटा, अपर पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन भी चेंज होगा. देन ऑन एवरेज एपीसी क्या होगा? सेम रहेगा, क्योंकि इस कैपिटल वाई में भी परमानेंट इंक्लूड है और ऊपर भी परमानेंट इनकम है. जब इनकम में वेरिएशन परमानेंट इनकम की वजह से होगी, देन एवरेज remain stable in the long term, because major variation in income is whole due to variation in permanent income. So that is the last points of our lecture. Okay, so these two economic puzzles are very important. Keep in your mind. You can ask your question. Now I'm going to close the sharing and